How you doing, guys? Chris here. So this might look familiar to you. If you ever had a Mobius, this is the Mobius Incliner kit, and this was on getfpv pretty cheap. It was 92% off, so it was like $1.99. And I don't run a Mobius anymore. I run a Hero 7, but I do have a DJI Pocket. And I was thinking this might be something interesting for the Pocket series, so the Pocket 1 or the Pocket 2. So I picked up a couple of them, and this is one that I'm going to put on my 12-inch. But right now, I've got this guy all ready to go, and this is my 7-inch. So this is the Source 1 7-inch, and I put, gotta angle the camera, sorry guys. So I put that on there, and it was pretty simple. Just had to add a couple of washers and find the right screws, but going through some old parts, it's not that hard to find the right screw. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a test and see how this thing holds up. I've seen some old videos when the Pocket first came out about people trying to fly them FPV, and it goes meh. It doesn't go well, it doesn't go poorly, it just goes meh. So with this incliner, I'm gonna give it another shot and see if this helps or doesn't help. So let's watch some flight footage. All right, took me a quick minute to flip the orientation of the camera, but I definitely got it pointed in the right direction. So here we go. So here you have the FPV feed from the drone, and I'm looking at the gimbal. I'm seeing how it moves as I tilt around the horizon, as I pan around. I'm looking how the camera sways back and forth, maintaining a level horizon. And I gotta admit, I didn't hit play on this flight for the DJI Pocket, which is very unfortunate because these birds here, they give me a couple of flybys, and I thought I was getting some great footage, panning around, trying to capture them. And you'll see here in a second, they give me a real close flyby, and I was like, oh wow, this is gonna be great footage. And then I get to the camera and I'm like, oh God, I didn't hit play. Oh well. I try to recreate the same kind of footage in the next flight. So now that I finally remembered to hit play on the DJI Pocket, you'll see a little bit of up tilt, but I did that on purpose because I'm not moving forward just yet. Now that I've panned the camera forward, you can see the horizon is centered, and it's doing a pretty good job of keeping it level. You know, moving around, swaying back and forth. The drone, as I circle, is at a 45 degrees tilting to the left, and the camera's still pretty level, so it's doing a pretty decent job. I'm not really fond of how the brightness settings are, but I can tweak that. As I move forward, a lot of those vibes that you were seeing go away, and then as I move around back and forth, you can start seeing some vibes. That's just a tuning issue that I'm gonna have to do. Probably something on the roll or the yaw axis. I'm gonna have to, you know, tweak a little bit for the tune. So for the very first flight that I recorded, I'm actually pretty impressed with the DJI Pocket. Besides the tune, you know, that's an easy fix. It's just a little bit of vibes, either an ND filter or a little bit additional padding when I strap it to the Mobius mount. But all in all, I'm pretty impressed. For the first flight, everything stayed relatively in focus. The camera stayed locked into the position I set it at. I've got no complaints. I'm really surprised more people aren't doing this. Some of the older videos, where the camera kind of just lays flat on the top of the drone don't look as good, so this Mobius mount really works. Now, this is not for the faint of heart. If you crash, you're definitely going to ruin your camera. This is definitely for cinematic and extremely light freestyle. I'm not bando bashing with a gimbaled camera, that's for sure. So if you're thinking about picking up a DJI Pocket or Pocket 2, it's worked out for me, so I'd give it a shot. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.